shit. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hold on, y'all. I done knocked my light over. Dang it. Can't do nothing right. Mind your business. I know I ain't naked. There you go. Let's try this again. Woo. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. I'm just trying to get here. That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to get here. So let's just get this first out the way. Yes, for one, I am in a sheer number. Yes, for two, this is a port. So this is not my nipple. My nipple is actually right here, but for the sake of my YouTube channel, I'm trying to stay level. But this is a port. This is not my nipple. Let's just get that out the way. Okay, we got that out the way. Good. What is going on, y'all? It's Mr. 6'8" in the house. Okay. Oh, and my nipples are still showing. Hold on. See, that's what you get trying to sit here and be cute. Fixing to sit here and get the channel shut down. Thank you at Magic City. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? I said, can you hear me? Y'all better act like you know. Can you hear me? I'm trying to light my candle. Hopefully I don't burn the place down. It's too much going on tonight, y'all. I literally just got off work. Okay, and I had to come bless the people one time. Y'all think I can put this candle right here without burning the place down? We're going to see. I don't know if it's a good idea, but maybe I should just leave it. Anyways, welcome to another edition of Toxic Thursdays, okay? With Mr. 6'8". Ooh. I promise y'all there was no people here. Y'all, if my nipples show, honey, if they play my channel, they're going to just shut it down because, honey, I can't keep doing that. It's going to get on my nerve. But anyways, how y'all doing? I finally made it. Look, I was trying to sit here and get cute for y'all, but I had to sit here and work and make my money because YouTube don't pay me enough to sit here and do this full time. So, I got to sit here and rub two nickels together to sit here and make $1 out of 15 cents. So I'm just letting y'all know that if I was tardy, that was why. I was trying to get here. Okay? Jesus, hold the main line and tell them what you want. For the new people sitting here watching, please hit the notification button. Okay? Please hit the notification button. I don't know how many times I got to sit here and tell y'all that. Hit the notification button. Okay? And I'm just going to dive right on into it. So look. For those that are coming in, yes, my nipples are showing. Yes, this is a port. Okay, we're going to address that. Cool. Let's keep it going. So tonight topic is about why do men do this? Okay, now I done had this on my chest, okay, for a long time, and I wasn't going to even sit here and talk about it because, I don't like to sit here and tell my business in the street. Hold on. I don't like to tell my business in the oh shit. I don't like to tell my business in the street. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hold on. It's a lot going on. Just mind your business. Mind your business. Well, no, mind my business. But hold on, give me a second though. I need to send my link to a couple of people. Y'all, somebody tell me in the comments, please. Can y'all hear me? Please tell me, can y'all hear me? At least tell me, can y'all hear me? If y'all don't want to say anything, tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just say the word yes. Can you hear me? Okay. If you can, you can. Okay, good. I just want to make sure, Mantra, because I ain't want to be up here saying talking. I ain't got no earpods in, and you would have thought I've been drinking tonight, but I promise you I haven't. I just got off work and I just sit here and try to slide my narrow ass into this sheer number and stuff, and YouTube may flag my channel. But okay, focus, Tristan. So look, this been on my heart First of all, before I get into my topic, can somebody please tell me where my iPad at? Somebody check on Kevin Samuels. Okay, they say that Kevin Samuels is a bag of bones right now. They say he done gone on home to glory. He's a bag of bones. Yes, they said that he has spent his time bashing women, and I ain't trying to make lighthearted of it, but you know, they say Kevin Samuels is a bag of bones right now. So somebody please check on Kevin Samuels. I tried to check the shade room. I don't know if he's still alive or if the man is ashes. Okay. But they say that Kevin Samuel is a bag of bones right now. So y'all check on him, keep him on the shit sick and shit in list, a shit and sick in list, because I don't know what's going on. I just I saw it on my timeline. Okay, the women, okay, they in a frenzy. Okay, he had been sitting here bashing women since the 18th century, and now they saying that he a bag of bones, and that's what his ass get. So I don't know if none of that is sitting here and true, but somebody just if you see anything posted recently, hold on. Matter of fact, I think I just got a notification. No, that wasn't it. They was talking about David Chappelle getting jumped on, and that man went to sit here and twisted his arm backwards like one of them Toy Story characters. Now, look, focus. So, y'all let me know if you see anything jump on your timeline that says that Kevin Samuels done checked out and went home to glory. Please drop it in the comments. Let me know. Okay, let's go. So, my topic on tonight. Now, normally, I know everybody say, why you up here telling your business? Hold on, let me see him make sure. I ain't seen him sweating, okay? All this damn light and heat and shit. That's why I had to see him wear a shirt. So I don't be seeing him burning up. Okay, they just beat the brakes off the guy that attacked. Yeah, I heard that. So look, so it had been on my mind tonight to sit here and talk about this for a couple of weeks. And I had to hold off because, I don't mind putting my business in the street. But when it comes to putting other folks' business in the street, then that's where it becomes a problem. So, with that being said, I just want y'all to know before I tell the story that I done apologize to this man. Okay. I done apologize to this man. This is more like a story time, but it's going to be a couple of things that I want to know why men do. Gay men in particular, but it can be heterosexual men because I got a couple of what they call the issues with that as well. But look, so there had been this guy, right? I had been sitting here talking to. Okay, now let me give you the backstory. Now it's gonna take a while, so go ahead and have a seat. Okay, I got about a good 2 hours. Now look, the man. Now look, first of all, I had already knew the man through a gathering that I went to. Okay, I went to this gathering. Okay, the gathering was real cute and everything. And at the time, the man was not on the market. He was with somebody. So of course, I wasn't going to sit here and be no homewrecker because that's not what I'm do. I know I look like I work at Magic City tonight, but I'm really am classy based. Okay, I really do have morals, even though I am wearing this shirt, okay, and looking good in it. Might I sit here and add, but I really do have morals. I really am a Southern gentleman. Okay, it's just that at times I feel like a cunt. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But anyways, I was at the house party where I initially met this person. This was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. Okay, we're gonna just say 2 or 3 years ago. So, anyways, met the guy, really nice guy and everything. Now if I was to sit here and have a type, even though I'm still trying to figure out what my type is, because some days, I be feeling all kinds of ways. People know that I done dated trans, heterosexual men, heterosexual women. I ain't dated no heterosexual. Well, maybe I have, I don't know. But I done dated trans, heterosexual, okay, gay man, bi, non-gender conforming. I done did a little everything. Okay. I done did a little everything. Okay. Taste a little everything, did a little everything. Okay. So with that being said, the man was really giving me, if I was to have a type, somebody that would be my type. Now, so fast forward, because at the time that I met him, like I said, he was with his significant other at the party. Fast forward, okay, to maybe like the beginning of the pandemic, okay, I would say the beginning of the pandemic, okay. Somehow I don't know how, but we end up private messaging each other. That's where it all started at. Private messaging each other, okay? And so the conversation went a little something like, what's going on? What's up? Yo, how you doing? Da 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 and stuff like that. And it just kind of hit off there. And you know how when somebody you get to talking, just just what they call it cordially or whatever, just trying to make conversation. They bring up the thing that, oh, they not single. And I was like, oh, you single, okay? You single? You single, or are you single? Because see, there's a difference. Because see, a lot of times y'all be hitting me up in my DMs and y'all be talking about that y'all be single, and really y'all be having a whole husband at home, okay, on the sideline, okay, that you don't want to sit here and get no more of his sweet potato pie because you don't want that whole lot, and now you're looking for a new hole to sit here and dive into like Trey Songz, and you ain't fixing to sit here and Trey Songz my ass and just check out. So with that being said, some of y'all need to stay out of my DMs, but that's neither here nor there. We gonna we ain't talking about that. See, I'm not trying to be messy tonight. I'm just trying to sit here and get to the facts. Okay, cool. Keep it going. So, with that being said, the conversation ended up leading to us talking online to talking offline. Okay. Now, this is what the problem is. This is where I messed up at. User error. Okay. Return to sender. Because, see, had I known better, I would have never seen him hop my happy ass, first of all, and gave the man my number. I would have just kept it online. But no, because I was up here feeling like Anita Baker, 365 days, okay, 7 days a week. Now I'm up here, no more tears, trying to sit here and get my life. And so that's what led to me pretty much to the point where I'm at now. But let me sit here and get back to the story. So as the conversation progressed offline, okay, mind you, anybody that knows me like outside of Mr. 6'8", you know where I live at. Now I claim to live in Atlanta because Atlanta, you gonna know. I know y'all got the whole Amaretto thing going on. Y'all say that you're not from Atlanta if you live here, but let me tell you, I just am at the point now in my life where I just tell folks, shut up, Bambi. I just tell folks that, look, I'm from Atlanta, and that's just that. Because if I tell you I'm from anywhere else, you're not gonna really sit here and know. You're gonna be like, what's that? Unless you're really from Atlanta. So I just tell folks that I'm from Atlanta. So he live in Atlanta. The person I'm talking about, he actually lived in Atlanta. No, he actually lives like in the gay part of Atlanta, like Midtown, right? I hope he's not watching this. But we ain't Facebook friends, so I don't even really give a damn. Even if he was, it is what it is. Anyway, so with that being said, now, here it is. We done got to sit here and talking and stuff. I live on the outskirts of Atlanta. And the conversation went along a little something like, us texting. Now, for anybody that knows me, I love to text. I'm not really big on talking on the phone. So I didn't have a problem with this. Now, I will have a problem with it later on in a relationship because of the fact that I understand that you can't just text somebody forever if you're trying to get to know them. And this is where the problem started coming in at, because during the text conversation, it went a little something like we were always talking about the word sex. It always was a conversation about sex. And I just, it just really sit here and got on my nerve, my last nerve. At first it was cute and stuff. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I was feeling okay. We was up here sexting and stuff. Okay, I was on my phone. I was on my phone. He was on his phone. I'm up here trying to see him, be a little a little spontaneous, taking photos where I shouldn't be taking photos at, sending photos and shit. I was doing all of that, okay? I was doing all of that with the man. Now, I know I ain't had no business doing it, and I pray to God if I blow up one day and become famous that them photos will come back to hunt my ass, but I was doing it because, I was sitting here feeling some kind of way, okay? I was trying to be spontaneous, okay? I'm just saying, I was trying to be spontaneous. Okay, so I'm up here. I done took photos all from angles and stuff. Okay, big ass feet in the camera and everything. Just everything. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm sweating. Y'all told you the lights is heating my ass up. But I'm trying to get through the story quick because it's a lot to sit here and unpack. So, with that being said, now fast forward. As the months went on, all of that was cute at first. And then I started to realize, okay, I'm starting to want a little something more, which I knew because I've explained this. Anybody that has tried to talk to me, anybody I have tried to sit here and talk to, I have said it until I am blue in the face. I cannot sleep with you. And it has taken me a while to understand and process and learn this. I cannot sleep with your ass and not get emotional attached. I'm the person that, okay, it's on the first night. Monica said not the first night. Well, I'm the person that do the exact opposite. On the first night, I'm automatically in love. In love, head over heels. Okay, you can get my whole social security check, pension, everything. Okay, 401k, I'm turning it all over. Okay. So at this particular point, I understand that I can't be that person because it's going to cause issues for me down the road, right? So why would I put myself in those situations knowing, okay, that I cannot separate emotions from sex? Yeah, it feels good in the moment, da 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 da. But I'm just saying though, I can't it's separate. Listen, never mind. I don't even want to get into all that. But anyways, you get the point. So listen, the man at some point, it was all cute at first. Okay, me sitting here showing every hole, my earlobe hole, my nose hole, mouth hole, booty hole, everything. It was cute showing all that at first, but then I just started to want something more, which I knew was gonna happen. So then I decided to take the initiative to sit here and say, okay, you know what? You don't have to meet me halfway. I will arrange a date on my own, pay for everything. Cause a brother done came up. Okay. 4 years ago, I ain't have nothing. Okay. But now I got a couple of credit cards, I got a checking account with a little money. I done came up with just a little bit, just a smidget. Okay. I can afford maybe like, Red Lobster every other day. Okay. But you get the picture though. Right, you get the picture. So I, said, well, let me plan a date. Let me take the initiative because all of this right here, taking photos and stuff of all these 8 holes on your body and stuff, trying to sit here and give an anatomy of your body. That shit was getting old. I was sick of it. It was getting old. Baby, listen. If I gotta send you a pic of my booty hole every day, you may as well at this point just sit here and just, I may as well just, I may as well just, because at this point, so with that being said, you get the picture. I listen. Anyways, I'm off track. So I took the initiative to sit here and plan a date and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna plan a date. Maybe he'll be cool with it. Da 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 da. Mind you, I still have not even talked on the phone. We've been texting. So he basically was like, well, he don't feel comfortable. Now here what the problem is going in at. He like, I don't feel comfortable. It's COVID. It's COVID still going on. Now, mind you, we have been talking during the whole pandemic. I ain't asked you for nothing. Here it is, fast forward 2021 to the end of the beginning of 2022. Here it is, fast forward. Now I'm asking your ass on a date that I'm paying for. I wish somebody would tell me I'm taking your ass out on a date and I'm paying for everything and I'm coming to pick your ass up. And all you got to do is sit here and get dressed. I'm going to sit here and put on my long white robe. Okay. I'm going to sit here and have on no drawers. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and be ready. Okay, I'm gonna be sitting on ready because the Bible says, "Be ye ready." So I'm gonna be sitting on ready. I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would. Listen, Marcus, mind your business. Mind your business. Okay, I told you I am going through a crisis. Okay, I was going through a crisis. I know it was not sitting here right, but I had a moment. I had a moment. That's neither here nor there. Anyways, so I was going through some ish. Okay, I was going through it. So he don't make me got off track. Damn you, Marcus. But look, so I was like, I wish somebody would sit here and plan all of that for me. I'll be on the first train smoking, okay? I'll be on the first train smoking. Yes, long white robe with no drawers on. First train smoking. But neither here nor there. Here go this man. Oh, it's COVID outside. I just don't feel safe coming out the house. First of all, now I'm quite sure during the pandemic, you done see him already put your mouth on about 4 or 5 danglings and stuff like that. You done put your mouth on every hole, and you done told me that you like to see him be peed on and pissed on and pee on other people, but yet instead you concerned about catching COVID, but you ain't concerned about seeing him catching pee. Now let me see and explain something to y'all. Cause see, this is where the conversation is seeing him fixing to see him go left field. Don't sit here and tell me anything about COVID when your ass be out here playing water sports. If you likes to get peed on, your ass can sit here and step out the house, because as far as I'm concerned, there are much things worse than COVID, okay? I would rather catch COVID than to see him get pissed on any day. If you piss on me, bitch, we are clearing the room. Bitch, all this shit in here is we are clearing the room, okay? You will not be water sporting on me. This is not how this is fixing to see here and go. So you gonna sit here and tell me that you have a problem with seeing him stepping your ass out of your apartment, but you're cool with water sports? Water sports? Really? Calm down. Water sports? Help me to understand. I got a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Okay? I have a problem with that. So you can see why my frustration is like it is, because at this point, I done spent all this time investing into your ass. Okay? I ain't asking you of nothing. I ain't asked you for a dime. All I asked you was to go on a date. Okay? Now you done seen from the rooter to the tutor. I done seen what you got seen going on, what you seen working in. And as soon as I start to sit here and get what that Deborah Cox song say, sentimental. As soon as I get sentimental on your ass, here you go 1 to 10 talking about you scared to step outside because of COVID, but you don't mind getting pissed on though. You know what? Let me just keep going, because see, I'm over here. Nope. 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 I'm over here swearing, get mad already. I ain't got time. Look. Anyways, let's get back to the story. My attention span just took a little. So, with that being said, I said, okay, maybe he's just not ready yet. So here it is. Fast forward. I am still trying to take the initiative, because mind you, I've already invested time. So I feel like I'm invested. Okay. At this point, I feel like that I am invested. I feel like that I have done things on my own terms. I feel like I have done things right. I feel like that I have seen him and played it by the book of how I wanted to see him play it. So at this point, I was like, maybe he's just not ready. Okay, maybe he is scared of COVID. I don't know. Maybe he's scared of COVID, but ain't scared of piss. I don't know. It's just not. And that's a whole nother conversation, okay? Because even when we had the conversation about water sports, I still got to see him looked at as the bad guy, as if I had to sit here and stole his wallet or something. Like, how did, oh, you don't like water sports? Oh, you can tell when somebody got a problem with what you don't like, because they get real quiet or be like, oh, okay. No, I don't want to be pissed on. No, don't piss on. No, this ain't R. Kelly. No. Anyways, I'm getting mad. That's enough about that. So, with that being said, the conversation continue. We still texting. At this point, at this particular point, y'all, I kid you not, it had been at least 2 years from 21 to 22, 22 to 21 to 20 to early 2020. And before I go forward, let me give you some backstory. So when he first broke up with his ex, who, mind you, I saw in the club after the fact, like maybe 2 or 3 months before I found out, when we first started talking, he was an emotional wreck. I was there as a listening ear, even though sometimes I got tired of him talking about the situation, but I still stayed hung enough strong. So this is why I had already developed this bond, because it was like, okay, I'm trying to be your friend. I'm trying to be supportive, for you, da, 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 da. I ain't even trying to see him get in your pants, da, 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 whatever. So this is why from this point on up until like maybe 2 months ago, that I just was like over it. Like I just hadn't had a meltdown. So Time progresses. Okay, we still sexting, still sitting here taking pictures and stuff and sending pictures and talking about sex. And that was the other thing that leads me to my topic of the night. Why do y'all men do that? Why does everything have to be so sexual all the time? Can we not just sit here and have a civilized conversation? Just ask me how my day is going. Why does it have to be, you want to know what I got on? Why? For what? Why do you want to know what I got on? No, I don't want to be touched. No. Mm-mm. Why you always have to sit here and know what I got on? Just ask me how my day was. Ask me what I ate here. Hell, ask me did I shit today for all I care. Just ask me anything. But to sit here and something that's gonna lead to you trying to sit here and get now, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I want to enjoying it in between at points. Now, let me not sit here and be one-sided. Yes, I participated. Yes, I enjoyed it. The whole thing, the banter back and forth with us going back and forth, seeing him doing the sex and all the other stuff. Blah, blah, blah. But at some particular point, I kept feeling like in my mind there has to be an end game. I can't keep doing this with you, and there's no end game. That's my psychological thing process kicking in. I can't keep doing this with you, and there's no end. There has to be an end game to all of this. Okay, there can't be no continuation. We just gonna keep doing this because at this point, from the time that we're gonna start talking as you are a single person, mind you, which I had already stopped talking to your ass at one point, anyways, because I got tired of doing this stuff in between the last 2 years. So then when I finally did pick back up, I thought that maybe things had changed. No, it has not. So at that particular point, I should have cut it off right then, but I kept going, and that was my mistake. I own up to that. I take accountability. But where it comes in that is that the fact that we had not even had one single conversation on the phone up until this point, and I still hung in there with your ass, still seeing him trying to play this game, thinking I was playing a game of chess when I was really seeing him playing a game of checkers, is what really got me heated. It's what really got me heated. So, with that being said, here we go. Months, days, weeks go by. We still on the same stuff. Okay. Now, where the dilemma came in at is because, like I told you, I don't live in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, but I don't live in Atlanta. Like where I live at is considered to be beginning stages of Atlanta, but it's not Atlanta. Don't y'all put that in my comments when y'all live it, because I know some of y'all know where I know. But look, I don't know who watching this. Don't y'all drop that in the comments. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, with that being said, shut up, baby. With that being said, so at this point, I'm just seeing here like, okay, in my mind, I knew that he was getting agitated with me because of the fact that I do live with family. Okay, anybody that knows me knows my backstory is I spent my whole 26 sickle cell dealing with a lot of stuff, and yes, I am in a process of where I'm rebuilding. I'm 33. I'm trying to get my life back. I'm trying to get to a point where I can, really like get what I want, which is a house, okay, a home of my own, because I feel like that's important to me. So with that being said, I understand that when I do meet people, that's a conversation that needs to be had, which it is had and understood. And I also understand that if there's any intention for me to actually, at this particular present moment, not to say in the future, because the future will be different. But at this particular present moment, I understand that yes, the only way it will work is that if I come to your house, okay. Now the problem here's the problem where the reason why I didn't want to come to his apartment. For those of you that may say, well, if it was that big of an issue, just meet him where he's at and da 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 da. Listen, I cannot tell you the number of times that I have said, "Oh, I'm not going to sleep with nobody. I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z," and you end up going to their house and doing X, Y, and Z. That don't never work out. Don't never sit here and kid yourself when you know you are that person that don't never see and hold true to your word. This is why I had to learn restraint at. If you say that you're not going to do something, stick by it. But when you go to somebody's house after a certain time, and see, somebody had to tell me this. My old friend had to tell me this. When you go to a person's house after a certain hour, this hour being 11 o'clock at night, okay, be expecting to be touched, not touched, to be touched. Okay, don't take your ass over there and you ain't took no bath. Don't take your ass over there, you ain't brushed your teeth. Be prepared. If you know that hole ain't right, be prepared. Don't take your ass over there, but be prepared if you do go over there. Be ye ready and be prepared to be touched, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay. That's exactly what is going to happen. So why would I sit here and put myself in a predicament knowing that this guy had already shown me warning signs that, hey, I want to you. Okay. Basically, in a nutshell, I want to you. That's exactly what it was. Why would I take myself over there knowing that I had already knew this from him? Okay, it had already been engraved. I mean, for hell, we were sitting here sending pictures, standing on our heads upside down, and all kind of doing other shit. Listen, it was already understood. What's already understood needs no explanation. I'm not dumb. So I'm not fixing to see him come over your house with false expectations, because if I shut you down, it's gonna be a problem. And see, that's where you mess up at. That's why a lot of y'all mess up at. Y'all go over people's houses trying to see him play games. And next thing you know, now you on the 6 o'clock news missing, thrown in the Chattahoochee River. I ain't got time for that. No, I'm beyond that point in my life. So I know better. So I knew not to sit here and take my ass over there downtown Atlanta, fooling around and Uchi Uchi La La down with that grown ass man, because I already knew what was going to see him happen. Second of all, I drive a brand new car. There's no way in the world you're going to expect my ass to park on the side of the street in the most crime populated area to where I walk back outside and get my ish stolen. Car be gone. Either the car gonna be gone or it's gonna be sitting on the ground. They probably won't even see and have the courtesy to put blocks underneath. They just probably gonna sit the shit on the ground at this point, because they don't care. Okay. Hell, they might steal my catalytic converter because they be doing a lot of that. So no, I didn't feel comfortable going there. It was already too much thing going on. Then I gotta see him worry about, am I going to see him call my insurance company the next day and file a claim, because his ass wasn't going to pay for it, even though he could afford it 10 times. His ass wasn't going to pay for it. Okay. Thank you, sis. His ass wasn't gonna pay for it. So with that being said, I just didn't want. It was just too much, y'all. I was like, I can't do it. Every time I tried to talk myself up into it, and then the one time that I did almost see him do it, the one time that I did get ready, I said, "Be you ready?" I mean, I went in that shower and I bathed. Okay, you hear me? I bathed. I ain't take a bath. I bathed. The one time that I see him did bathe and was going to see him get ready to see him going, you know what? I was like, let me just go and sit here and do it and get over with. That was God telling me that I had no business doing it, because it never did work out. And he was like, he was going to bed, and we'll try again tomorrow. Okay, cool. Now, the second thing, you don't want to go out on a date with me, but you're cool with inviting me to your house for a few days, because I'm telling you that I need a break. I'm stressed. I go through a lot in my life. I know I'm always bubbly and on 1,000, but I do be going through a lot. Okay, health issues and all. I go through a lot. Yes. But at the same time, he was like, okay, you can come to my house for a few days and chill, but I don't understand this. So you're cool with somebody that probably has been doing God knows what outside of your apartment, and you don't want to come out because of COVID, but you're cool with me coming over for a few days to work at your house from home and be with you. What we gonna do for those few days that I'm over here? Somebody tell me in the comments, because I know good time well 1 + 1. Okay. Somebody tell me in the comments what you think gonna happen when somebody say, "Oh, you can come stay with me for a few days." What you think gonna happen? You think we just gonna sit here and be smiling at each other? Okay, for those few days, you think we just gonna be sitting here, chicken noodle soup? Okay, in the kitchen for those few days. You think we just gonna be sitting here watching SpongeBob or some shit on TV for them few days? No, I'm not Bobo Bobo the fool. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Okay. It was gonna be down in the neck, down in the valley where the girls get naked. It's exactly what it was gonna see him be, because I was gonna be one of them girls naked, okay, trying to sit here and fend for my life, because I done see him took my ass down here with these false ass expectations of this man that I already knew what he wanted in the first place. So no. Mm-mm. Why do y'all do that? Stop sitting here trying to set people up for the okadoke. You already know. And then what made me so mad is the fact that every time I would insinuate that all he was about was sex, it was always a thing of, oh, if I wanted you, I could have. You don't think I could have already had you? If I wanted you don't think that you would have already been here by now? Well, clearly not, because I wasn't there. Okay, and I never did come. So with this whole thing of if it was all about sex for you, did you not think that if you wanted me, you could have had me? Well, clearly not, because I had never seen him intend on coming there because I knew what it was gonna see him be given. So that clearly that was not true. No. Mm-mm. So no, don't do that. Why do that? Why try to sit here and play no mind games, reverse psychology? No, I knew what time it was. So with all of that being said, okay, so at this point, I was over it. Okay, I'm already frustrated, sexually frustrated because of the fact that I'm sitting here trying to hold out for a man that's wanting to sit here and do things ass backwards. And if anybody knows me, well, if you know the new me, I cannot deal with stuff ass backwards. I cannot absolutely deal with stuff ass backwards, and that's where I tag create the writer Stewart, because I watch a lot of his video. Oh my, look at the light, my light no winner. Hold on, y'all. I watch a lot of his videos, and which are very informative. Child, this ain't no candlelight with Shantae Moore. Hold on. Damn, I done cut all the lights off. I watch a lot of his videos with Shantae Moore, not Shantae Moore, but with Carlton. And I do draw inspiration from that. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. I do draw inspiration from that. Okay. So that stuff it does inspire me. Because of the fact that, when people say that black gay couples can exist, I mean, I'm not saying that gay couples are perfect. That's with even with heterosexual couples, those people are not perfect. But at least in the gay community, it can happen if you are with the right somebody. Okay, if you are with the right somebody who actually wants to try to do things the right way, which is build a friendship, get to know you, go out on a date, all of this other stuff like people should do when they get to know each other, because clearly quiet is kept. That's why a lot of y'all be in and out of relationships, because of the fact y'all sitting here like I used to do, have sex, fall in love on the first night, and be moved in on day 5. And on the 7th day, he rose. And on the 3rd day, it's the 3rd day he rose, but in the gay world, it's on the 7th day he rose. Y'all be in love by the 5th day, and on the 7th day, on a Sunday, he rose. Okay, he got up. And that's why a lot of relationships fail, because of the fact that people don't believe in taking time to do anything but just sit here and get their rocks off. It's all about trying to sit here and catch the next nut. Ain't nobody got time. We don't care. Listen, I can't say we, because I know it's a lot of people out there who don't feel the same way. I don't care about it. Now, here it is. Fast forward. What's done pissed me even more off is the fact of this. Red flag number 2. Now, I have this conversation with everybody. So it's, I don't know why people, when I have this conversation with people feel singled out. People feel like that you are attacking them. But yet instead, when you end up being the person that becomes infected, okay, there's no rebuttal for, it's always a thing of, well, you should have been protecting yourself. So here it is. Because by this point, we done became comfortable with each other here. You done seen my whole in a picture. You just ain't seen it in person. So it ain't like I'm sitting here trying to hide anything else from you. So I knew the conversation. I was like, well, at least if I do go to this man's house, let me just sit here and set the expectation so I can make sure we are on one accord. Okay. Okay. Aside from the fact that now I know that you also like to be pissed or pee on somebody else, which I'm not doing. Okay. And I already knew you probably saying he was done with me after that. But anyways, so here it is. I have the conversation about sex. Okay. Do you use condoms? I talk about this. I've talked about it on my channel. Okay. I've even shared with him my YouTube channel so that you see here and get the message. I am a huge advocate for protection, especially when you're first getting to know somebody. Now, do I feel like that if you've been with somebody for 7 years, that it's mandatory that you have to use a rubber every single time? That's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. What happens in your bedroom is in your bedroom. And at that particular point, if you feel comfortable enough with that person to trust that person with your life, I say go for it. Live and let live. But for me, as for me and my house and what I do in my life, what I have control over, I'm not here for the shits. I'm not here for it. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not here for it, because people don't realize until after the fact. And I've even had people tell me this. I think I told y'all this. I may have not. I had somebody tell me that they are okay with contracting HIV if they become positive tomorrow. And even though I have no issue, I have dated guys that are positive. I have dated guys that are negative. That's not the issue. What the issue is that when you intentionally make a statement, and this was not this guy, but I've had somebody to make a statement to me who also didn't believe. Now here my laptop want to start going dead. See, this thing nothing but the devil trying to not let me get my message. But we gonna get this message out tonight. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab my laptop. Cool. If I can find it. If I can find it. Ain't nothing but the devil. Hold on. Okay, y'all come, y'all. Cause I know y'all be going off the camera in a second. So here it is. I done brought up the conversation about sex and using condoms. And I like I told y'all, I even had a guy to tell me that he's okay with the consequences if he do become positive. He'll deal with it then. If he catch gonorrhea, he'll deal with it then. Now, if that's how you feel, bro, that's on you. That's between God and your business. But there's no way in the world I would intentionally make a statement that I am okay with catching an STD. We ain't even talking about becoming positive. That's child's play at this point, because I mean it's become a norm. But if you just okay with contracting anything and saying that you will deal with the consequences after the fact, that lets me know of your ignorance, how stupid and dumb your ass sound. Okay, you just sound ain't no other way to sit here and put it. You just sound dumb as hell for you to even make a comment like that. So that's first off with why I don't understand why men do that. Why are people so okay with being okay with whatever is going to happen is going to happen? If you can prevent it, why sit here? I mean, I know that you can prevent everything. I know you can control the narrative of everything, but if you got some kind of control over something less likely to happen to you, why not? Now, fast forward back to water sports guy. I have a conversation with him, and I do this with everybody. It ain't just him. I'm not just singling out him. I'm talking to everybody because of the fact that, for one, yes, I have sickle cell, chronic illness. Okay, why would I want to sit here and already have one blood disorder that I was born genetically with, and then put myself in danger to sit here and catch anything else that's going to interact with that very badly? I may as well just sit here and sign my own death certificate if I'm going to sit here and do that. So no, I'm not. I know I don't feel comfortable. Yes, I am going to have the conversation with you on the condoms. Yes, it is important for me, especially if we are first beginning stages, 1 year, 2, hell, possibly even year 3, depending on how your ass acting if you're faithful. Of the conversation of, yes, we need to use condoms. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no reasoning about it. Now, if you don't want to use condoms, that's fine. But it's just not gonna be with me. If you're trying to sit here and get up in this punana, okay, we ain't no. Listen, I was not raised a fool. Okay, I may have been gullible, but a fool I would never be. Okay, so with that being said, no, I don't feel comfortable. So when I approached him, water sports guy, we talking about now, about the conversation of the condoms, he felt, when I tell, and see, this is what made me mad. It wasn't the fact that what he said next. It was the fact, the lack thereof what he said next. Now, as soon as I see here, I can't do it because my phone, I'm trying to do it. But as soon, hold on a second, y'all. Dang it. As soon as Yep, I sure did. As soon as I sit here and start doing this, y'all see what this is? This. As soon as I start doing stuff like that, your ass respond with swiftness. But as soon as I see him start talking about this conversation that I just got finished bringing up, your ass don't respond. You don't say a peep. I may as well not even be in your contact list because you ain't even see here. You don't read the damn message. You just ain't responded to it. So now, here it is, fast forward. One thing that I don't understand why y'all men do. The next day, yeah, I got an attitude. Yeah, you about to see my crazy side come out because if I'm trying to have a grown-up adult conversation with a 47-year-old ass man, I expect for you to sit here and act like you know. And for the fact that you sit here and dismiss my ass and saw the message and chose not to sit here and engage, I could have just been one of those people to sit here and pick up your phone and put up at your front door and sit here and act crazy. But yet, instead, no, you're right. I did go off on your ass. I sure did. I acted a fool and went off on his ass. Yeah, I don't care. I sure did. Why? Because of the fact that you don't sit here and spend so much time trying to make me out to be the bad guy because you're always trying to say you just think you better than everybody else. You just, it's always a problem with you. You just always just feel like that you just but as soon as I see him start talking about stuff that really needs to be discussed, you don't have a response for it. And when I do come for you, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy because now I done see him went off on you. I done went off on you. Okay. And then your only response is, well, everybody doesn't respond like you. Everybody doesn't sit here and just be quickly to sit here and just say whatever. And by the way, I was leaning towards the condoms. By the way, I've been on prep for a long time. First of all, let's talk about the prep because some of y'all, this is another thing I get tired of y'all people sitting here doing. Y'all men out there in the LGBT community. I'm so sick of y'all asses sitting here talking about damn prep as if it's some kind of magic potion for you to just sit here and do whatever you feel like and stuff. Yet instead, though, here this man is, you don't want to come outside because of no COVID, but you want to see him raw dog up in people left and right, and because of the fact that you on prep. First of all, prep was not meant to sit here and just be a thing of taking a loan. It was an extra caution of protection just in case the condom did not work, just in case something went wrong. It was an extra layer of security and protection. It don't mean for your ass, and I said this in my previous line, it don't mean for your ass to sit here and get on prep and just think that you can sit here and just wild out like you want to. That's not how prep was supposed to have been used. It wasn't used to sit here and be just completely a hoe. Okay. Once upon a time, when not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it wasn't used for that. It was used, it's supposed to be used as an extra layer of to protect yourself, just in case if something goes left field. Meaning that if you wake up the next day and the person says, oh my God, I got something to see here and tell you. I should have probably told you at the beginning, but I'm telling you now. One of those type of situations. It wasn't meant for you to just sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna get on prep, and that means I can just sit here and slide up in and tootsie roll, Cupid shuffle up in anybody and everybody that I see him feel like doing it. That's not how it's supposed to be used. And y'all gay men kill me with that. I hear that so much. Y'all get on my last nerve with that. Why? Why would you do that? Why even embarrass yourself like that? Matter of fact, don't even tell me if you see me in the streets. Don't even mention me if you want prep. And don't listen, because I'm gonna automatically see and have an assumption about you. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there because I'm sick and tired of it. Okay, I see it all the time. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. So now here it is, because I don't went off on you for you not responding to an important conversation I was trying to have with you when it was civilized, and when I got right together with your ass. Now you upset because of the fact that you feel like I'm just taking my anger and frustration out on you for no reason at all, when you could have just simply said what you had to sit here and say and been done with it like a grown ass man should sit here and do. But yet instead you chose not to because of the fact that you knew what the answer from your side was going to be. Then here you want to sit here and put the icing on the cake. Oh, and by the way, I was leaning towards using condoms. No, you wasn't. Stop lying. Because if I would have just sit here and told you, oh, baby, let's come on, slide this thing up in here. We ain't using no rubber. You would have been right there with it. Okay. Act like you know, 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 act like you know. You would have been right there with it. You would have been right there with it. Patty cake, baker's man. Slide it in as fast as you can. You would have been right there with it. You would have been right there with it. But yet instead, though, because of the fact that you didn't want to look like the bad guy, oh, I was going to be leaning more towards the answer of using condoms anyway, but I just didn't want to respond at the time that you sent all of that dissertation of you sitting here, you wanted to use condoms and stuff because of the fact that I just wanted to sit here and think about my answer. Why should you have to think about an answer like that? First of all, why is it necessary for you to have to think about an answer like that? I'm just trying to understand who needs time to think about an answer like that. It's either you want to use condoms, either you don't. Okay. If I was him, there's no me thinking about it. Either I'm using condoms, either I'm not. It's simple as that. Why y'all be making shit so hard? I don't understand that. It don't even have to be that difficult. Okay. It don't now here go my laptop. It don't even have to be that difficult. It does not have to be that difficult. So now here it is. Because I'm the nice guy. Because yeah, I know I probably can sit here and go too hard because when I get passionate about stuff, I tend to lose my cool. Okay, I lose my cool whenever you're around. I can't help myself. Y'all know SWV. Shout out SWV. But I lose my cool. I do. Sometimes I can sit here and go hard in the paint. So yeah, here it is. Me apologizing, being dumb. Like Jasmine Sullivan say, you so dumb, being dumb, apologizing for something I really didn't need to apologize for. I really had a valid point and I was valid in my feelings and how I felt. But because of the fact that I really like this guy, here you go, me being dumb, apologizing. So fast forward, okay? Fast forward. As the conversation go on, because from that point on, it was just down here from there. And I knew it was because I knew once he started hearing me stand and talk about the whole condom thing, it's out the door. As it is with a lot of guys. As soon as I see him start talking about condoms, it's out the door. They don't want to hear nothing about that. So at this point, I be wondering to myself, well, hell, should I not have the condom talk up? Is it wrong for me to sit here and have a condom talk up front? Why? I mean, should I just sit here and wait till we get to the bedroom and now we both disappointed? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But at some particular point, I guess it got to the point where tensions rose. I got frustrated. And I think it was a thing of my frustration that really led up to me really blowing up on his ass to the point of where, because at this particular point, you got to understand, I had untext because we didn't talk this man a whole lot of stuff about me. So you already knew how my mind, my thought process work. You understood why my heart is like it is, why I am protective of certain things with me like I am. So there should have been no miscommunication or misunderstanding why I am the way I am when it comes to certain things. Okay. There should be no reason for that at all whatsoever. So what really led to the final straw, what really led to the final straw was really an extenuation of the whole sex talk. Okay. And then there was a whole issue of because it was always a thing of where he felt like I was always making him out to be the bad guy and that I had anger issues, taking my frustration out on him. But really it wasn't even that. It's just the fact that you be so dismissive of stuff that should be important, not just to me, but just to you. When I have conversations with you, it's not for my own to waste energy and air. It's for to try to sit here and hopefully also educate you as well as myself to try to get both of us to sit here and be on one accord. That's all I'm trying to sit here and do. I've never seen him try to be the type to try to rush you into anything. I ain't never tried to be the type to see him try to push you into anything. But it's always been my due diligence to try to at least be as transparent And maybe that's where I'm wrong. Maybe that's my flaw. Maybe I'm too transparent. Okay. Because a lot of people, they can't handle transparency. They can't handle transparency. As soon as you start seeing her being too clear about what you want and what's gonna work and what's not, they feel like that you're now becoming finicky. You're difficult. You're labor hard to deal with. Don't want to be bothered with because you got all these rules and regulations. Okay, all of a sudden everything becomes an issue. Everything is always an issue, and 9 times out of 10, the person is gonna always make it your fault because of the fact that they want you to sit here and lower your standards to satisfy their needs, which I'm not doing anymore. Okay. Look at me. Okay. This is what success looks like. This is what faithfulness looked like. This is what it looked like in my Tiffany Haddish voice. This is what it looked like. Okay. Now, I ain't claiming to be the sexiest man on the planet, but I damn sure know I'm far from the ugliest man on the planet. And I damn sure know that I got a little something to bring to the table. So why would I compromise that all because your standards are not high? No, I'm not doing that. So eventually, without making the story long-winded more than it already is, it just became to the point of where I just had enough. Enough was enough, and I just read his ads for filth. And it ended up being a thing of where, yeah, at the end, I felt bad about it because he made me feel bad about reading his ads for filth. But I think at this particular point, I hadn't got so fed up with everything, of me trying to do stuff that he liked instead of what I like, trying to sit here and make him happy, trying to sit here and be a friend, trying to sit here and do things by the book, trying to sit here and be something different than what every other carbon copy of a gay man out here in Atlanta is, or anywhere on earth for that matter, trying to just sit here and be something different. Let me show you something different for a change. And when you try to do that with people, sometimes everybody just don't want that. The truth about this man, he simply is going through whatever he going through. He don't want to leave his apartment. He just want to sit here and have sex all day long and jack off and just managed man. That's what it all comes down to. And I ain't with that. I don't want no man like that. First of all, I'm not pressed for sex. Let's keep that clear. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not pressed for no sex. And the reason why I'm not pressed for no sex is because of the fact that you gotta understand, baby, this is not my first rodeo, okay? I was with somebody who was a sex addict, okay? We was 3 times a day, 7 days a week, may as well say. And it got old. I got sick of it. I got sick of it. And, it took me a while to really understand myself. And this is why I say it's really important that you know yourself and you understand who you are as a person. Because if you don't, people will try to paint you out to be something that you're not because of the fact that they know they can try to see him manipulate you because they know what emotions to sit here and play on. But people, you got to understand being yourself, understanding yourself is important because it took me a while to understand that the reason why I would sit here and fall apart in all of my relationships was because of the fact that I did not realize that I was still dealing with baggage from my past. And I make no excuses for that. Okay. I never have claimed to be perfect. I know that I got issues. Yes, I got issues. So does everybody else. They just don't talk about their issues because they've been trained, whether you in the black family or black community or white, they've been trained not to sit here and put it on Front Street. We just sweep stuff under the rug and pretend like it don't happen. But I'm not that person. You're going to hear about mines, okay? I talk about mines all day, every day, and I'm not keeping quiet about it. Why? Because why compartmentalize stuff? Then you be on the edge, and when you don't be here anymore, people don't know what done happened. But you was up here living a false narrative, having people saying thinking that you was okay when you wasn't. So no, I don't claim to be okay. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to be put together. I do have bad days. It takes a lot even for me to see and want to get on camera with y'all and be vulnerable. It takes a lot because I'm always thinking in my head, oh my God, I know, is this the day I'm gonna sit here and be judged because I don't put my business out here on Front Street? And I know a lot of people want to see and say, well, you tell too much of your business, da, 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 da. It's not that I tell too much of my business. It's just that living in transparency is what helps me to live. Okay. Just because y'all don't know how to sit here and be open and vulnerable, don't mean that I have to sit here and be the same way. Okay. I understand that my emotions are what drives me. I understand that I'm not perfect. I understand that no, I don't get it right at all times. Okay. Yes, I do make a lot of mistakes. I do a lot of things wrong. Okay. I have been the reason why I'm not in a relationship now with certain people because I did a lot of things wrong. I'm not saying it's always the other person's fault. Sometimes, yes, it was my fault. Okay. And it took me continuously going through this cycle of where I would get with somebody, I would have sex with them, I would walk away feeling worthless, and it would be the same thing. I'll meet the next person, meet the next person. Okay. Doing the same thing, thinking, oh, maybe this is the one. Maybe if I lay on my back, they'll love me better. Maybe if I lay on my back, maybe if I get naked, maybe if I sit here and do X, Y, and Z, even though I don't feel comfortable right now doing it, maybe that will make them love me more and accept me. Maybe this is going to be the one man who changes my life. I was so much looking for validation, looking for acceptance, looking to feel love because I came from a very broken home, okay? Very dysfunctional. My father beat the living out of my mom, okay? For years, okay? My entire family on my dad's side, when it comes to the man of my father, the siblings of my father, all have issues to some sort of degree, and it's because of the fact of generational curses that they've seen and witnessed in their own household growing up. Okay. So when I tell you that things have to be a certain way with me, it's not me being finicky, it's not me being picky, it's just because of the fact that I understand what drives me. If you know what is going to push you over the edge, why would you sit here and do it to yourself? Why put yourself in that predicament? Now I can see if you wasn't aware of it and it was just you finding out. But if you notice, if something has clicked in your head, if you have had a sit down and talk with yourself and you know what's going to push you over the edge, that one thing that will trigger you and cause you to have a complete meltdown, which is what I did on this man, water sports. Why continue to do that to yourself? Now, that's the answer for that is simply because sometimes, yes, you can be aware of the issue, but because of the fact that people will take you there and you have tried your best to sit here and explain to them, we can't do this because if we do this, this is going to happen. And I told him that. I said, this is why it's not me rejecting you. It's not that I don't want to have sex. I think you absolutely are sexy. The man is gorgeous, y'all. Oh my God, the man is gorgeous. It's not that I don't want to have sex with you. It's just that this is not the time for me to have sex. I'm not at a place right now mentally where I should be having sex. Not just with you, but with anybody. So why would I want to put myself in that predicament? No, I don't feel comfortable coming to your house. That's why I tried to invite you. Say I'm going to pay for everything and meet you in a public place first so that we can focus on doing things the right way so that when it comes to that point of where we are intimate in the bedroom, my ass don't fall apart on you because it's not what you want. You may think that you're ready for it, but you're not ready for it. And the reason why I know is because I've been there before. I've seen what that looks like. I don't want to feel that again. I'm not going to let nobody else make me feel that again. I'm not ever going back down that road again. You're not going to take me there again. So if I got to come off looking like the crazy person to you because of the fact that I don't feel comfortable in my own skin, a body that I should have a say so over on doing certain things, no, I'm not going to do it. Okay. Now, if I knew you was the type, if the conversation or the narrative of the story had been a little different, yeah, I maybe would have felt comfortable coming to your house and being at your house for a few days. But because Mayo Angelo told us when somebody shows you who they are, you believe them the first time. Okay. No, if I know what your intentions are, if you've already shown me, I don't care what your words say. You can sit here and tell me all day long that's not what you after. But if your actions are showing it, if every single time that I text you, you so quick to respond to a sex message before you are anything else, that tells me that clearly what your interest is. I know that. I'm not dumb. Now, if I choose to sit here and play that game, then that's fine. But what I'm not going to sit here and do is sit here and continue a furtheration of the situation and put myself in harm's way, knowing that I got to protect my mental health, knowing that when I it's all said and done, I got to go back to my own life and be healthy, okay, mentally. No, I'm not coming to your house. I don't want to come to your house because I know what we gonna do. You invited me to your house after 8 o'clock at night, and you telling me you fixing to sin, hop in the shower after seeing, taking a drink, and you gonna wait up for me after we done seen had a 2 hour long conversation about dicking each other down. No, sorry, it's not happening because I already know. No, this is about as far as it's gonna go right here. Us sitting here having these conversations, talking like this. Okay, that's about as far as it's gonna go. And at some point, which I did, because I knew I would, at some point, I just sensed it was coming. You're gonna get tired of that because you're gonna want the physical touch of another individual. You're gonna want social interaction with another individual. I knew I was gonna get tired of it eventually. I just didn't want to stop because you got to understand, I'm not a person to want to sit here and talk to 5 different people all at once. I've never been that type of guy to sit here and want to talk to 5 different people. First of all, I have called somebody the wrong name in the bedroom. Lesson one. Lesson two, my attention span ain't that great. Once again, you liable to get called the wrong name, me say the wrong thing to the wrong person, me text you the wrong thing to the wrong person, and we don't want those issues. So I'm not a person who can multiple date. I know my friends have told me, Tristan, you should multiple date people. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. And I understand. Yes, I get that. But for me, it just does not work, y'all. I told you, if you are an emotional driven person, like I am, that don't work for you because your feelings would be all over the place. And I can't have my feelings all over the place. Why? Because I still got to work my 9 to 5. I still got to pay bills. I still got to take care of myself. And I ain't got time for that. We don't know. Y'all got to stop that. Oh, that's toxic behavior. Toxic Thursdays is what it's about. That's toxic behavior. It's thinking that you can sit here and do stuff that you know good time well you're not capable of handling. That's toxic behavior. And it's even more toxic to sit here and have people thinking that you're something you're not. Water sports guy ain't never sit here. That man don't care about being in a relationship about as much as I see him care about wanting to see him go over his house. He was never concerned. It was all about trying to get me over there so we could sit here and play around. Mind you, even though, yeah, he had been out of his relationship maybe for like 1 or 2 years, but it was never about me and him going any further than what it was. Because if it was, it would have been conversations on the phone daily. It would have been, or every other day at least. It would have been us going out on dates, which I did try to do that. Okay. It would have been other things, text to each other on a mutual aspect other than us sitting sexting to each other. It would have been all of that, but it was never that. So those were all red flags. And yes, that's my from an outside looking in perspective, that's my fault. I accept that. If there was a thing where you feel like, well, you should have known that with him if you was already seeing that. But y'all got to understand though, once again, I had already invested time into this man. So I had already been to a point where I was like, you know what? Out of everybody who I have talked to or tried to give a chance, I feel like that this person, me and him, would be right here the most. Only because the guy's not a bad guy, y'all. Don't get it wrong. I'm just because somebody don't have the same moral beliefs as you doesn't mean they're a bad guy. It just means that their standards may not be as high as yours, or they just may not love themselves enough. I don't know, but it don't make them a bad guy. The guy overall, generally, I do believe he's a good guy. Now, is he a little bit manipulative? Then yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I would say that's a fair assessment. But overall, I feel like the guy is a good guy, but I don't feel like that for you to be, as Summer Walker said, or Ariana Lennox in the song Unloyal that just came out. How can a grown man be so childish? How can a grown ass man at almost 50 be so damn childish with his thought process? Is what did it for me. I can see if you had this thought process at my age, which I'm 33, trying to talk to a 47-year-old. But how can a grown ass man at 47 live in such a childish space to where all you got to see here and offer is your body? That's it. You ain't got nothing else. Even though, yeah, you work this six-figure job, you drive a BMW, okay, you live your life just, but you ain't got nothing else to offer. All that's just superficial. Yeah, he has a lot of qualities you do not like. You're Anthony, you are so right. And you can't change a grown ass man. I completely 1000% agree with all of that, Anthony. You cannot change a grown ass man. The guy was not bad. He just had a lot of stuff that just was not gonna fly with me. It may have flown with another person with a mindset at my age who may have is not as mature in the head, such as me, but it wasn't going to fly with me. And see, like I told y'all, I'm not gonna tell one side of the story and not tell all. Yeah, I told this man of my past, my childhood, how it has left me damaged in certain areas. So when I blow up on your ass about certain stuff, when I've already had conversations about you on why I am like I am, don't sit here and tell me that I'm taking my frustration out on you. No, I'm not taking my frustration out on you. I've already told you these are my triggers, these are my warning signs. This is what I can and cannot handle. This is what I like and don't like. But as soon as I sit here and fall apart on your ass and go off on your ass, now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy because of the fact that, oh, now you're just projecting everything you're going through off on me, which leaves me feeling like, oh, maybe I should apologize to him because of the fact that I was wrong. No, I wasn't wrong. And this is my rebuttal. Consider this video my rebuttal. I was never wrong. It's just the fact that your standards are just not up to par, and that's fine. If you don't love yourself enough or respect yourself enough to where all you have to offer is your body, that's your business. Tabitha Brown said, "That's your business, it's not mine." But I'm not going to be that. I have tried so hard, y'all, and I don't always get it right. I told y'all I've been that person. I've been a home wrecker. Okay. I've done things I'm not proud of, messed with a download married man. I've done those things. I've been all of that. So don't sit here and let me sit up here on a high horse and like I ain't never done no shit, because I have. But don't get it twisted. When I know better, I do better. And I made my mind up about a year ago. We're in the midst of a year ago. And I say in the midst of a year ago because I feel like that there was so much stuff I still had to unpack from my life in general, that I wasn't going to continue to devalue myself in such a way that was going to make me feel degraded. I just was not going to do it. Now, do I have my weak moments? Yeah, I have my weak moments. Yeah, I have my weak moments. And those weak moments have definitely seen here and costed me a lot in terms of my mental health. Okay. Excuse me, in terms of my mental health, because of the fact that, I allowed myself that weak moment to have, and I knew what it was going to sit here and bring, and I've had to deal with that after the fact. But ever since that happened, ever since that one fateful night that I finally laid on my back with another man, I told myself as I was driving back home, feeling broken, feeling degraded, because here it is. Somebody, and this was not just a person that I was talking to. This was just somebody that we hooked up. Me thinking, you know what? Let me try to sit here and live like everybody else. Let me stop being so difficult as people call me. Let me try to sit here and do that. And as soon as I tried to do that, y'all, I left feeling broken, hurt, degraded, thrown away, crying in the shower, feeling lost, feeling confused, not knowing what to do. Because, see, once again, it's important to understand what your limits, what your triggers are, understanding yourself. And just because everybody else did something and it's okay, it doesn't make it okay with you. So with that being said, it should have never been okay with me. But because of the fact that I got so tired of everybody trying to make me feel like that I'm just so such on a high horse with my standards that yeah, I degraded and devalued myself because of the fact that I didn't love myself. Okay. Even though, yeah, I'm a gorgeous man, but I didn't see that in the mirror. What I saw was somebody that was broken, confused, and I just wanted to feel love, as we all do. It's a normal human emotion to just want to feel love by somebody. Okay. They even made a song about it. So yeah, I ask myself all the time in closing, because we wrapping this up. It's an hour and 15 minutes. Why do men do a lot of things? And the answer is I don't know. People are just the way they are. You got to love them where they at. That's all I can see and say to it. You just have to love them the way they are. Because it's not our job to understand what somebody else's thought process is. But at the same time, if a person is trying to make a connection and you it's a mutual understanding that we're trying to make a connection together, it is a person's job to at least try to see what it is that you have going on inside your head, because a lot of times we get so caught up in the superficial part, we don't think to go through a person's mind, be in a person's head, and see what kind of headspace they're in. We so caught up with all of this that we forget about this. So because of all of that, ever since I last laid on my back, which was Thanksgiving the day before, I told myself, I'm not going through this again. Nope, I'm not doing it. Now, it wasn't with that man that I did that with, y'all. Mind you, that was during the point where I had to cut his ass off because I had got tired of him the first time. But this was with somebody different. But ever since I did that, though, I told myself, I'm not doing this again. I can't. I don't have the emotional capacity to be able to process and handle having an intimate moment like that with somebody and just walk away as if I'm not supposed to feel nothing and just move on with my life. I can't do it no more. And another thing, before I sit here and get off, let me leave on a light note. If you know somebody coming over to your house, have your shit at least cleaned up. I went over that man's house the one night. I'm not talking about water sports. We're gonna put him on pause for a second. I'm talking about the person whose house I went over. How you have a beautiful house in a beautiful neighborhood, and I walk into your bathroom and it smells like a bulldog's urinal. Yeah, if y'all know what bulldogs is, you live in Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. It smells like a urinal. How is it that the smell is so overwhelming? If I was to open my mouth, the inhale of the scent of urine would have just overwhelmed me. So is it just that you pissed on everything but the inside of the toilet? Or was it just the fact that you like I'm just trying to understand, or were you maybe doing water sports as well? In the like, how did your bathroom smell like piss? Not just like a stench, but it literally felt like and even I'm the person. See, this just go to show how knows. This is why you cannot invite me to your house, because when I walked into that bathroom, I could literally see all of where the piss was going at. And I think what it is that the piss just never got cleaned up. So because of the PP never got cleaned up, it just constantly piled on and add on into more. Mind you, I'm having a meltdown, y'all, because I done got all butt ass naked and barefooted in this damn bathroom, and I'm having a tiptoe because I'm like, Lord, please don't let me sit here and walk out pissing, because I done seen here and been stepping in damn God knows what. So stop. I don't even know where to sit here and go with that anymore, because that just go. I'm trying to understand. I know y'all be busy as men, but why do y'all do that? I'm a man. Now I'm gonna sit here and be honest with you. I don't care who give a damn who watches live. For F y'all if y'all got a problem with it. If you got a problem with it, y'all. I sit down when I pee. And the reason why I sit down when I pee, unless I'm at somebody else's house who I don't trust to sit down on their lid. But I sit down when they pee because of reasons that I just explained to y'all. I don't want piss on my floor. I don't want piss on my shower curtains. I don't want piss on the sink, on the sidewalk. I don't want that. That disgusts me. Okay. And even if you are a man that stands up and pee, at least have the decency to clean the damn toilet, clean the seat. Hell, take some soap. So they make too much other cleaning agents for you not to sit here and just walk on by and you see piss on the floor and just say, I'm not gonna get it up. I cannot tell you how many times I've been to a man's house and it smells awful in the bathroom. It smells terrible. That is a horrible scent to smell. I don't know what's worse, shit or piss, but it's just awful. And to think that y'all be wanting to piss on people when y'all ain't drunk no water, get out of here with that. Get out, miss me with that. Y'all miss me with that. Miss me with that. No, you're not pissing on me with a UTI infection, sir. It's not happening. You're not even pissing on me without a UTI, but you're damn sure not pissing on me with a UTI infection. God, no. On this hair, on this face, mm-mm. Yep, you right. I am bougie. Sure am. And if you ever try to think you're going to piss on me, we are definitely fighting. That is the day that I'm going to go to jail because no. How do y'all, you know what? Never mind. It's not, Tabitha Brown said it's not my business. That's not my business. It's not my business. Nope. It's not my business. So yeah, with that being said, y'all, just I don't know what you're gonna take away from this, but just take away to love yourself. Love yourself enough to understand what makes you you. So that way can't nobody else try to make you into something that you're not. That's my takeaway for this. That's all I got, y'all. I'm fixing to get out of this Magic City outfit like I'm going down to Magic City because I got to be up early in the morning. But thank you all for watching. Please, if you want to do anything, if you want to help a brother out, hit the notification button, hit like, share the video, tell a friend. Okay. Um, I be trying to commit to lives, y'all, but it be hard. I don't think y'all realize trying to work a 9 to 5 and trying to live a YouTube life is not for the faint of heart. Like I literally before I came on here had just got off from work and like literally my computer is sitting behind this laptop. So I clocked out and clocked in on the YouTube to come here to y'all, which was really random because I wasn't even planning on doing a live today. But the spirit hit me and I was like, oh, let me get this out because I had been sitting on it for a while, and I just needed to understand why some of y'all men be doing some of this crazy ish out here in the streets. So but I'm gonna try to be consistent with a live. I don't know if it's gonna be every Thursday, but we'll see though. I mean, if if yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. I'm just gonna go with the flow, for now. If I put it out, I put it out. If I don't, I definitely give y'all a heads up though. You'll definitely know if you hit your notification. Follow me on Mr. 6'8", Mister, the number 6, F as in Fox, T as in Tiger, the number 8. Follow me on Mr. 6'8" on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and my email is Mr. 6'8" @gmail.com. So if you have any questions, you always feel free to DM me. Okay, don't come in my DM with no bull. Don't come in my DM if you married. If you are single, come correct. You already done seen this live, so you already know how I'm fixing to come. So you've been warned. Okay. But I love y'all for watching my fun sizers. That's what I call my watchers, my fun sizers, because I'm so damn tall. Until next time, you all behave yourself. And in the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Peace. Bye.